Hi, Rob. Hopefully you can hear me.
Hi, Chris. Yes, all good, thanks.
Good. Rob, well, first of all, your reaction to that draw. Clearly, there's still a job to be done, but we now know who could be lying in wait.
Yeah, of course, Chris, you're right. Full focus for us is on qualifying. We've not qualified yet. We've given ourselves a great opportunity by the Austria result, of course, but we're not counting our chickens until they're hatched. And it's nice and it is exciting for all of us to be a part and see what could be the challenges ahead. Obviously, the one we're going to talk about is the England game, of course, and there's exciting games ahead for us. But we've got full focus on qualifying, and we need to concentrate on that first.
How much of a difficulty is it going to be keeping a lid on things, especially, as you say, with England being paired in potentially the same group?
Yeah, but no doubt Scotland will be having the same, conversations behind closed doors. So for us, I think we showed in this last week, the build up to the Austria game, that we're capable of stripping all the emotions away from it and just focusing on the job in hand. And we have to do that now in the build up to this next game in June. So the approach will be exactly the same. We won't be getting too, carried away with things and planning for any further than whether we're going to be playing Ukraine or Scotland.
That said, even though there's an asterisk against Wales's name right now, it does whet the appetite.
Oh, of course, absolutely. We've waited years and years for this opportunity, haven't we? So trust me when I say this, that there'll be no stone unturned. Every attention to detail. We'll do exactly what we've done for the Austria game. We'll prepare right. We'll have a group of lads ready and fit and throw absolutely everything at this opportunity that we've been given.
Rob, thanks very much. All the best in June.
Cheers. Thank you. Oh, we're on mute.
Sorry, thanks, Pedri. Okay, Lawrence Moore from TalkSport, please.
Hiya, Rob. Hey, it was always going to be England, potentially, wasn't it?
It looked that way, didn't it? Yeah. As soon as the names were coming out, I watched it live as well. And I live in Sheffield, so sat with some England supporters, and it was quite tasty when the draw was made. But there you go. It is what it is. But like I said, I can't emphasise it enough. It's a mouth-watering tie potentially. Scotland will be thinking the same, but full focus is on getting there.
Absolutely. But it must be just sort of the pride you must feel, I guess, in actually kind of being there, having Wales kind of in that company, and we've got a delegation there as well. So, fighting on this world stage is exactly where you want to be.
I think where we've come from in the last 2 to 3 years has been, phenomenal. And we're just continuing with this momentum. We've got promoted from League B to A in the Nations League to get through to the knockout stages in the European finals. We see progression, we see growth, and this, we've put ourselves in a wonderful position. The only one missing now is a World Cup. 1958 is a long time to wait, and rightly so. We're all getting excited. The supporters are getting excited, but we have to just, rein it in a little bit and wait until we've got one more massive effort left. And if and when we're successful after that game, then we'll absolutely throw everything into it.
And then just looking at the rest of the group, obviously we played USA in a friendly at Swansea just a couple of years ago, and a very young, exciting team they've got there.
Yeah, I think that was my first game in charge, and they've got a lot of talent, a lot of talented players. I think that was just the European-based players that we played against on that evening in Swansea. So yeah, they've got some great players, but so have we.
Yeah, just a couple. Good stuff. Cheers, Rob.
Thank you. Cheers.
Diolch, Lawrence. David Collins from Prost International.
Oh, hello, Rob. Hi.
Hey,
Setting aside the inevitable ballyhoo which will surround the England game, and I had fingers crossed hoping we wouldn't get in that group. But the rest of the group, it kind of gives us quite a good chance of qualifying, I think. I wonder what your thoughts were on that. Yeah,
I think when you look at it and you've got, Iran and USA, listen, they're good opposition. They wouldn't be there if they weren't. But, there's other teams in there that you probably want to avoid before them. So, I see why people will be saying that and thinking it and looking at it as it's a good group. And if and when we get there, we'll absolutely throw everything at it, like I said, and we'd fancy our chances.
Thanks very much, Doc. How about you?
Cheers.
Diolch, David. I can't see any other hands up at the moment. Just give it a few more seconds. Okay, no problem. Well, thanks very much for your time. It's a brief one. Obviously, we're still one game away from the World Cup, and we'll probably catch up with you all soon then. Diolch yn fawr.
Oh, sorry. Just before you finish, can I just ask then? Is there any sort of update on when these fixtures are going to be played in June, Rob? Are we aware of any dates that are going to be put forward at the moment?
No, Lawrence, we're not. Unfortunately, it's so frustrating. We've got a lot of planning to do. Like I said, first and foremost, we're sympathetic to what the Ukraine people are having to go through. It's horrendous. So we have to take that into account, and UEFA will make that decision, when they see fit. And I think we just have to all be patient right now. And I'd like to think within the next week, we'll definitely hear an answer. We're hearing some rumours of dates, but nothing set in concrete yet. So we're hoping that it's the beginning part of June. As to what date exactly, I'm not quite sure yet. But we're pretty confident that the first week in June they'll be played.
Is it definitely going to be in June, Rob? Can I ask? It's Gary from the Times. Are we clear it'll be June rather than September, or?
Again, nothing's been confirmed. There was rumours before, wasn't there, about September?
Yeah.
I can't see that myself. I absolutely can't see it being September. I think they're going to want it done and played. We wanted this game against Austria played to get out of the way, and so that we can then plan moving forward. And I'm sure UEFA will want this game played.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you. Cheers.
No problem.
Who are the England fans you were watching the draw with?
No, well, I live in Sheffield, so my wife is English.
Yeah, but who are the?
Well, we've got a couple of friends around tonight, so we've just been out for some tea, and the big England fans. So it'll be interesting. I'm going back now to sort them out.
Where were you, by the way, in 16? When the last game was played in 16?
Where was that? What? Sorry.
Where were you when the last game was played? The group game was played. Where were you been? In Euro 16 when England play Wales.
Where was I? I was on holiday. I'm sure I was watching it like every other supporter. So I've mentioned that before. So I was a supporter back then.
Thanks, Rob.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers. Great. Diolch, Gary. As soon as we hear any news about the fixtures, we'll let you all know, and we'll be in touch soon. Diolch yn fawr. Thank you.
Cheers, guys. Have a good evening.
Cheers, boys. Cheers, Lawrence.